Welcome back to my Mental Health and Crime channel. My name is Huda London. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and a licensed cognitive behavior therapist. That's a CBT therapist. This is for entertainment purpose only. Condolence to the families of these 4 beautiful victims, precious victims. May the correct justice be served for them, their families, and for all of us, the public who care. I needed to give my feedback on something that concerns everyone in the public who've been working hard on this case, who've been following this case, who've been viewing this case, who've been researching on this case. Especially law enforcement, the prosecution, the lawyers, the professionals. I'm talking about everyone. Walt's Obsession, I believe her name is, Kelly, the YouTube creator, has been talking about getting information from some boys or some people in the Sigma Chi fraternity. And I'd like to start by saying that I have nothing against that, because I ain't law enforcement, but I think it's completely wrong. And I'll tell you the reason why. Now, I'm talking not only as a parent, I'm talking from my experience as a mental health counselor. Boundaries is a very important skill that people need to be more mindful over. This is an active case. This is a case that belongs to Later County in Idaho, Moscow. This is a case that a man is fighting for his life who is being charged for 4 counts of murders and for burglary. He could be guilty or he could be completely innocent. That's why there's the courts of law, jury, attorneys, defense attorneys, and prosecution to decide that. If the Sigma Chi boys know any information, they should keep their mouth shut, or they should go and give that information to the police. They're completely wrong for giving any information to any YouTube creator. That includes me. But I'm more smart and more professional to know not to go down in that manner. This case is starting to remind me of the case of Summer Moon Utah Wells, the 5-year-old girl who's missing from Hawkins County, Tennessee. When YouTube creators start trying to be police investigators and the FBI, then we have a problem. That 5-year-old girl will be 7 years old today, and she's still not found because people are mingling around with Dawn Wells and Candice Bly. YouTube channels are talking to them, getting viewers, getting subscribers, getting every benefits out of that. And what happens to poor Summer? Where is the justice of that precious baby? Now, the same thing, I personally believe this is my feedback. As a profession, I know better than to be mindful and not interfere with the active case that is in the court right now as we speak. Do you understand why the prosecution and the defense attorney and Taylor and Brian Koberger do not want cameras in court? Because of such things. It's going to tamper the case. This is not good for Kaylee, Xana, Maddie, and Ethan. It's bad for them, for their families. Who gave anyone the right to cross the boundaries and go behind the scenes and be in contact with the Sigma Chi boys? If you ask me, everyone is a person of interest. They can be called back by the FBI. They can be investigated any minute. This ain't an open and closed case. There's 3 unidentified male DNAs inside and outside the house. The Sigma Chi boys were the ones who were up to no good that night, and the grub truck boys. So why would someone who wants justice for these 4 victims stay in contact with young guys who could be lying through their teeth? I'll tell you why I say lying, and I won't even say allegedly. They lied to the police. They said they did not know which house they came from. They couldn't remember the name of the person's house they came from. 2 of them said no, they couldn't. But one said, I think his name is Matt. We saw what direction they came from. We saw 4 figures running. And we've seen the fortune post. That should be enough to let law and enforcement handle their business. Where's the limits with YouTube creators? Now we're being told by, let's not forget, by the Sigma Chi boys what Bethany saw. Bethany did not speak to anyone. Bethany's on a gag order. So why are we being the mouthpiece of Bethany? This is an active case. So how dare do we speak for Bethany or for Dylan, for all that matters? These are people who are active in a case. We don't even know if Bethany knows BK or if Dylan knows BK or if the Sigma Chi boys know BK. We don't know. Leave that to the professionals. They call lawyers. They call the jury. They call the judge. They call law and enforcement in this case. Boundaries is important. I believe personally in mental health counseling, if many people, if all of us in the world stuck to our boundaries and are mindful, there will be lesser problems in the world. We are not supposed to be taking interviews of people. Look at Summer Moon YouTubers' case. People are busy talking to Donna and Candice Wells, being friends with them, collecting benefits out of them, getting views and subscribers out of them. That's wrong. But guess what? Summer Moon is a very sad case too. But Summer's case is still not in trial. This case is in the courts. And when people start contacting Sigma Chi boys, which are up to no good, no wonder cameras wouldn't be allowed in this case. Actually, I'd love to ask the Sigma Chi boys some questions, if you could ask them kindly. What is up with the one glove? I'd love to know. I'd love to ask that young man, is the other glove the one that you dropped by mistake in front of the house? Because that would make sense. Do you see where I'm going with this? Allegedly, the Sigma Chi boys or the informers who told Watts' channel that Bethany saw the suspect going around the house and walking in front of the house, and he climbed up the hill and went to Queens Road. Okay? Pay attention. Where was the glove found? In front of the house. Wow. Evidence is coming up. The more the Sigma Chi boys talk, the more skeletons are going to fly out of the cupboard. I personally believe. Why was the guy wearing the van shoes? Wasn't there latent footprint of a Van Nuys shoe found in front of Dylan's room? Dylan opened the room 3 times. I don't want to talk about BF and DM. We've spoken enough of them on YouTube. I want the police and I want Ann Taylor to have those victims on the trial, on the jury stand, on the witness box, and let her have a field day by asking them questions. It's not our job as YouTube creators. We're just championing the case. There's my feedback. So the glove, Bethany Funk. Actually, Bethany, you have nothing to do with this. You're on a gag order. I don't even know why you're being talked about on YouTube. It's illegal. So wherever Watts is getting her information from is not for Bethany. I know she said that, but she shouldn't be even telling us what liars are telling us. The Sigma boys are liars. If y'all are hearing me, y'all are liars. You lied to the police 10 times. Hunter, you practically lived in the house. You're on every body cam. That's not speculation, that's a fact. Eyes don't deceive us. You and your friend opened the door the time the police came at the night. What did you say? Oh, we don't know who lives here. One of y'all said, oh, I just came from across the street and the people who rent this house are not even here until they spoke to Maddie. Hunter was just standing there like a soldier behind him. Is that the people YouTube creators are contacting now? Is that what we do for views? That's wrong. Let's not tamper with the active case. These 4 poor victims' families need justice. They need to rest in peace. And when we say we want justice for the victims, that means we want full justice. We don't play around with little boys getting information from little boys who are lying to the police. If they're lying to the police, what makes you think they're going to tell you the truth? I want to know how these people knew of the horrific quadruple murders. Eva, that is Kaylee's friend, said she heard about it at 10 a.m. That's what she told ABC News. Let's not forget. She was crying. She said, I heard about it in the morning at 10 a.m. How did she hear about it? Who called her? Hunter? BF? DM? Quinn? Kelly? Who? Jack D? John Showalter? Who called her? These people need to come out straight. They need to come out clean. It's not too late. They need to come out clean and tell the police exactly what happened that night. There's one glove found on the on the front of the girl's house. That's one of the 3 unidentified DNAs. We saw in the Banfield stop, one boy had on one glove, or something that looked like a black glove. Could that be possibly his glove? We saw that he had on clothes that were much smaller than him, that looked very ladylike clothes. The pants, the shirt, everything. What happened to his original clothes, allegedly? Did he borrow clothes from BF, DM, or the victims who died? I'm not trashing anyone. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just asking the questions, which everyone should ask those questions. We should be asking questions. We're supposed to stick to the facts, but the facts don't make sense. So we're trying to make sense out of something that doesn't make sense. I would rather sit and speculate than to contact people who can be people of interest. We still don't know. We don't know who Ann Taylor is going to bring to court or call. How can YouTube creators, how can you be talking from information from people you've never met, that you've just spoken to? What makes you think you can trust young boys? As a therapist, I wouldn't have. I would have let the police do their job. These young boys have been lying to the police. Law enforcement, yeah? They've been lying to the undercover police in the Banfield video. And we are supposed to trust them because you have contact with them, which you shouldn't be having contact with them. The reason I'm upset is because this is wrong. This is tampering with a case that is under gag order. information is crucial for Ann Taylor. It's crucial for the case. We shouldn't be tampering with these evidence. Period.
And I remember texting Kaylee. Seeing if she was okay. And she obviously didn't ever respond. It was in the morning.
Y'all heard that clearly. She tried contacting Kaylee. She did not respond. That's Kaylee. May God bless her soul. Because the horrific, tragic quadruple murders happened. She said it was in the morning. Morning. She didn't say night. She didn't say noon. She did not say evening. She said morning. We know what morning is. How did you know? Ever? Was it DM who told you? Was it BF who told you? Was it Hunter Johnson who told you? Was it the boys in the Banfield who told you? Was it the grub truck guys who told you? Law enforcement couldn't have told you because they did not know them. They did not know it themselves till noon. Kaylee's parents didn't tell you because they did not find out about it till later on. Maddie's family did not tell you because they did not know it either. They found it out to the police. So who told you? The Sigma Chi boys. Simple. So my feedback is I hope the FBI and the law enforcement are watching everything on YouTube. Because guess what? BF is case that is under gag order has just been aired out on social media by a YouTube creator through the Sigma Chi boys. They need to be investigated. All of them. All of them. And they were actually investigated in the start. We don't know what is being done behind the scenes. We don't know if Ann Taylor is going to find out that the 3 unidentified male DNAs could be from the Sigma Chi boys. These boys are liars. They lied to the police. The police can definitely hear me, and they know. The police would say she ain't lying. Everyone saw the body cam videos. Who are we to be working with them? And why is BF statements being aired out on social media when this could ruin the case for the justice of these 4 victims? And maybe for the justice of Brian Koberger, just in case he is innocent. I can see one with a black glove on, sunglasses, midnight, 4 figures running, strange things happening at the grub truck video. We don't know what was said to Adam. We don't know what happened in the corner club. We don't know what happened inside the residence. Who was the targets? The residents or the 4 victims? Wasn't there a fight in the Sigma Chi with David Lodge and the other David? Didn't they predict it? 19 minutes allegedly, we leave our phone behind, and we saw 4 figures running. 2 + 2 is 4 in maths. So that's my opinion. Whatever has been told to us on YouTube about Bethany Funk, I wouldn't believe it for a second. I would believe it when I hear it in the trial. And if that was what was told to Bethany, what was told by Bethany Funk or BF, that is possible that BF, DM, and the Sigma Chi boys planned it. Because let's not forget who was called first to the scene. Maybe Eva can tell us. The Sigma Chi boys. Who told you that something happened to Kaylee, Eva? The Sigma Chi boys? Or BF or DM? This is really upsetting. This is unfair. We are adults as YouTube creators. We should know our limits. We should know our boundaries. Such things shouldn't be brought on YouTube because it's ruining justice for the 4 victims. It could be ruining the innocence of Brian Koberger, or he could be purely guilty. I don't care about Brian. Right now, I care about the 4 victims. And what's by you coming and telling us information you heard secondhand from the Sigma Chi boys, or few of them? Do you know how not only jeopardizing is this for the case, do you know that this could put BF in harm's way? Take it from a mental health counselor. Don't do that. That is wrong. This is the FBI case. This is law enforcement case. You're breaching the rules. You need to be mindful. Not only you, we all need to be mindful, but we are not the ones calling the Sigma Chi boys. And I wouldn't advise you personally to be having contact with them, because these boys are up to no good. They need to answer about the 4 figures running, about the glove found in front of the house, the latent shoe print, allegedly, because we can see it right in front of our face. This is one of the 3 unidentified DNAs, male DNAs. It looks like a glove to me, or maybe it's a fingerprint. Whatever it is, needs to be investigated. So why are we taking advice, or why are we listening to what the Sigma Chi boys are telling us about what Bethany Funk knows? How would they know? Unless they planned it with her allegedly. This doesn't make sense, but it needs to stop. These are the victims that we need justice for. I would rather listen to the parents of the 4 children than to hear one lousy word that comes out from the Sigma Chi boys' mouth. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Justice for the victims. And this is for entertainment purpose only.